Good morning, Jackednnerdy fans. Jeremy here with the next installment for our special Iron Man series. We are in the process of putting together our Hall of Armor diorama. So the next piece that we are adding into that diorama is the Iron Man Mk1 armor. This is a brand new re-release from the people at Hottoys in partnership with Sideshow. So obviously when Iron Man 1 first came out, they did a version of this figure, which obviously at that time I was not yet collecting these figures, so I was unable to, I didn't secure one. So I was very, very happy when they did this re-release so that I could create my own diorama set in my collection. So, as I said, this is a re-release. This is part of the movie masterpiece series. It is Diecast, and it is going to look fantastic in our Hall of Armor. Before I start that unboxing, though, I know I've been waffling on a little bit, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you guys never miss out on a video. And if you do enjoy our content, please give it a thumbs up. But let's jump into it. So, previously, you would have seen us do the testing platform and also the actual Hall of Armor surrounds. This is the first piece that is actually going into the Hall of Armor set. So we will post up some photos at each step along the way as we create that diorama. So let's open her up though. So Iron Man 1 was, of course, the film that set off the whole MCU. It is by far one of my favourite films. Definitely one of my favourite out of the entire Iron Man franchise. And, of course, we've got the sarcophagus there with Mk1, as we've come to expect from a lot of these kind of die-cast movie masterpiece films. I love the fact that it's a solid foam sarcophagus-like box, and let's get the man out. Alrighty. Ooh. Straight away, want to be very delicate with this figure. There's lots of moving bits and pieces. Get him to stand up straight. Hottoys have done a fantastic job as usual with protecting this figure in transit. We got lots of plastic, bits of foam and everything. But let's have a quick look here. So obviously we've got a very good likeness here of Tony Stark. Obviously there we've got his faceplate that can be moved up and down to show his face. We've got the the Mk1 Arc Reactor in the middle there, along with all the kind of welded together chest plates and armor plates there. I think they've done a really good job there just with the detail on those bits and pieces. I'll see if I can get some of this plastic off so we can get a good Let's grab my tool. I want to make sure I only cut the plastic and not the figure.
Or you.
Here we go. Here we go. Alright. There we go. That's better. Alright, I will show you the back of this figure in just a moment because there's heaps of detail on the back of it as well. But we'll just continue with the front for now. So obviously we've got all the different belts and drivers and mechanics, to help him move this monstrosity of an armor around. We've got, if you actually look closely here, you can see underneath all of this, he's wearing his trademark pinstripe suit pants. Because as we all know, from the first film, he was abducted whilst doing a weapons demonstration, so he wasn't exactly dressed for captivity. So he's still, underneath all of this, he's still wearing his pinstripe suit, which I think is a cool little extra bit that they've paid special attention to. I'll turn the figure around here so you can see the back. So again, as I said, there's heaps of detail on the back here. Again, we've got, welded pieces of steel with different, obviously, spray paint markings on it. We've got all the different gas cylinders and compressors and doodads and widgety bobs and thingy things on the back there. Again, some more armor protecting his backside. I think there are some like rockets or something on the back here that he had. So they've really gone all out, and look, you've got all these, like all the cables and the different pipings and everything. So Hot Toys have done an absolutely fantastic figure with a fantastic job with the design of this figure. They've left very little out, in my opinion. I think they've done an absolutely exquisite job. What else have we got here? So I think we've got a few extra little bits here. We've got a very heavy, more chrome-like helmet there. I think so you can interchange the two of them if you want more of a darker one or more of a shiny chrome one there. So that's pretty cool. We've got some extra hand designs there. I'll pull those out. So just some extra hands. What they've also done is they've also included the Flamethrower extensions. So if you wanted to have him posing in your collection, shooting his flamethrowers, you can do that as well. And let's have a look here. I think we've got some extra stuff underneath. So, alright. So so it looks like it comes with two different base plates. You've got your not your standard, but you've got your base plate just with the Iron Man Mk1, the more industrial style base plate there. Or again, if you wanted to set him up in your collection as more of having him in an action stance, as I said, with the flamethrowers and things like that, you could have him posing on this stand here, shooting his flamethrowers. So in our case, we are not going to be using either of these because we are going to have him set up standing in the Hall of Armor, as you'll see in the coming photos and what have you, and as you may have seen from our previous videos. So we will have this particular piece of armor standing tall, encapsulated in that Hall of Armor diorama. But all in all, I absolutely love this figure. I think they've done a fantastic job. You never know, we might take him out of the diorama from time to time and have him on a base plate. But for all intents and purposes, the purpose, my initial purpose for getting this figure was to have the amazing Hall of Armor design set up with all of the individual pieces, all the way from the Mk1 through to the Mk3, with a few extra pieces of armor sitting in there, giving you that feel of Tony Stark's ultimate home workshop, so to speak. So I love this figure though. I think it's fantastic. It's one that I've wanted for my collection ever since I first started collecting Hot Toys, because Hot Toys have always done an amazing job with their Iron Man figures. Between the Batman figures and the Iron Man figures, those two collections under Hot Toys, in my opinion, are the pinnacle of what Hot Toys does. So I'm super stoked to finally have this one in my collection. I give this a solid 9 out of 10 in my opinion. I think this is absolutely brilliant. I love the design. I love the attention to detail. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you've got the very first edition and how you would compare the two. I'd be interested to know how this compares to the original one that Hot Toys made many years ago. Whether there are very distinct differences, or you know, maybe just a couple of subtle differences. Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, and also let me know if this is a figure that you would like to have in your collection. I'd be very interested to know how many other collectors out there are as bigger fans as I am of this collection, the Iron Man franchise. So hit me up, guys. Let me know your thoughts. But straight away, this is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. This is a win, and I cannot wait to have him set up in the diorama, in the Hall of Armor, in that cabinet behind me. So stay tuned. We've got more videos coming up of that collection unfolding. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.